Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Lenoria Eleise and Jones. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce that correct. She was only 3 years old, 1995, Tacoma, Washington. Says she was born with cocaine in her system and suffers from attention deficit hyper disorder. She was taking a prescription medication, norepinephrine, to control the condition. Her nickname was Noria. It says that she was with her great aunt, and I don't know if she was with her on July 20th. It says they lived in Tacoma, Washington. She had legal custody of her at the time and was in the process of adopting her. She ran a daycare center. The mother had lost the legal rights of the mother had been terminated in 1995. They never lived together. Her mother gave her two relatives to raise when she was born. She spent the first 2 years of her life with relatives in Spokane before being placed in Berlin Williams' care. She initially told authorities that she disappeared inside a Target store, and they had believed her till they looked at the security camera footage and saw that she had gone in alone and that the girl was not even with her. She had called her daughter and told her she didn't know the child's whereabouts before she called the police to let them know, and authorities were wondering why she didn't call them before that. She kept changing her statements numerous times. She says things like she wandered away from the home or she was abducted and different things like that, or two men kidnapped her near a residence and just different things. Lenoria's mother says she called Williams and asked to speak to Lenoria 2 days before it was reported that the child had disappeared, but for some reason she wasn't permitted to talk to her, which makes you feel already gone, and we don't know when the child was gone. Authorities just placed her under house arrest for failure to provide information. They shut her daycare center down at the time. She's never been charged. Her lawyer maintains that the whereabouts differ due to the badgering from the law enforcement. So, yeah, we don't know what happened. Some investigators think maybe she died from an accidental overdose of the prescription of the medication because she'd only been taking the medication for a matter of days. And that's the thing, if she'd only been taking it for a couple of days and her mother asked to speak to her 2 days before, that's possible because then she wouldn't have been taking it for days. Maybe it was the first time she took it and something happened. I don't know. So, because it says it can have serious side effects, including skin rash, seizures, and death, which can occur in the first few days. So, but there's no evidence to support that. Maybe something happened when she went to give her the medicine, or between getting the prescription and giving the medicine or something. It seems like something must have happened during that time frame, because that would have been the 2 days, right? 2 or 3 days, that would have been when she got the prescription. She was going to give her the medicine. Either she gave her the medicine and something happened and she was afraid, she didn't want to call, she didn't want to go to jail, I don't know what she did. Something happened, it seems like. And that's what I would think. That's just my thoughts. That doesn't mean that's what happened. That's just my thoughts. Because, you know, it just makes sense. It makes sense that maybe something happened and she panicked and she was afraid and she didn't handle the situation correctly. Maybe instead of calling 911 and saying, oh no, maybe she was afraid for some reason. Maybe things that happened in her past affected her, her judgment and her decision making. But they have photos of her here and an age progressed photo because they're hoping that, because one of the stories says that she's living in an unknown location somewhere, so they're perhaps hoping that she is. And there's no body been found or anything for her, and no Jane Doe yet, so they don't know what happened to her. And if you know what might have happened to her, if you have information that might be relevant to the police, here's a phone number to call. Give them that information. Please don't forget to pray for her family and her loved ones. I don't think, and but I'm not a professional or anything, but I really don't think that whatever happened was intentional. I don't think it was violent or anger. I think maybe it was the medication. Because that makes sense. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Please feel free to leave comments and let me know what your thoughts are. And like I said, don't forget to pray for everyone involved. That is so sad. What a beautiful little girl. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.